The coke whore gives me a ring last night, and that would be about 4 a.m. She's fantastically considerate. She rings the landline phone, she rings the cell phone, and she rings the Skype phone all at the same time. Covers all the bases. All the bases are covered. That's how she wakes me up at 4 a.m. in the morning. We're having a chat. We're just shooting the shit with each other. I'm having a drink. She's finishing her second bottle of wine, white wine. All right? This is the setup to the story. Anyway, she then says to me, well, now we're getting on for about 5 a.m., right? She says to me, oh, I could really do with some coke, or I can really do with some more, because she finishes the wine, and she says, oh, I could really do with some more wine. Can you buy me some more wine? I told her, no, I'm not going to buy you any fucking wine. It's 5 a.m. in the fucking morning. And then she comes up with this fantastic idea. This is the brilliant idea. She figures that, and remember, she is quite drunk at this point. In her defense, I have to point that out. She figures, oh, I'll call some of my old coke dealers and see if I can get them to bring me a bottle of wine in exchange for a blowjob. I'm not kidding you, right? I'm not. This is what she decides. I was sort of sitting there a bit nonplussed, but at the same time fairly fascinated about this. I certainly didn't think that this was going to go any further, right? I thought, oh, come on, this is nonsense. But then I didn't actually object, mea culpa. So sure enough, right, firstly, she starts texting her ex-coke dealer. And I said, you're not really texting him. She said, yes, I am. And then she, turned the phone towards the camera so I could see the texts that she was sending. And sure enough, she was sending these texts. It was like, bring me a bottle of wine and I'll give you head. Love, her name. This is 5 o'clock in the morning, and that does not elicit an immediate response, as you would expect. But then she actually starts calling these guys up, and one of them picks up, a guy called Marvin, and she put it on speakerphone so I could hear everything, talking to this guy saying, come over, pick up a bottle of wine, bring it to me, and I'll give you a blowjob. It was a deal. I heard her explain it to him several times on the phone. It's like, bring me a bottle of wine and you'll get a blowjob. He wanted originally to put it off till Thursday. But she's going, no, do it now. Because I'm drunk at the moment and I want to have another bottle of wine. And by the way, Marvin is a black gentleman. I can't put it any more politely. I have to say, Marvin, having been promised a blowjob for a glass of wine, Marvin did the right thing. And that monkey got in the car, drove all the way from Clapham to Hammersmith, 6:30 in the morning. So we've now set the scene. The deal is, it's a bottle of wine for a blowjob. Lovely. He even asked her if she had some fresh towels so that he could shower afterwards. That was beautiful. That was a lovely touch. You can't make this shit up. So Marvin turns up, and guess what? He's a typical shiftless Negro. He hasn't got a bottle of wine. Marvin hasn't got a fucking bottle of wine, but Marvin wants a blowjob anyway. So she gives him a fucking blowjob. I watched this whole thing in horror, and he's like, oh, thanks, babe. And I'm thinking, oh, fuck me, Jesus Christ. And then he gets in the shower, and he goes. He didn't even bring her a bottle of wine. That's the tragedy of the story. I'm quite sure that in future, rather than trying to get some shiftless Negro to bring her around a bottle of wine at 6 o'clock in the morning, she'll be using the Sainsbury's delivery service instead. Never, ever rely on a monkey to bring you wine. Chardonnay, Chablis, whatever. It's not going to happen. Fucking Blue Nun. Still not going to happen.